Now look, unlike Australia to date, America's soaring inflation has already started to hit its consumers and hard. And we know just how Americans like to consume. As food and petrol prices there skyrocket, an increasing number say they're now struggling to make ends meet. And there is a lesson here if our economy follows that US path. CNN's Natasha Chen reports.
I was not expecting this,
An unexpected car accident, an unexpected loss of her full-time job, just before an unexpected rise in food and gas prices have all created an entirely different life than what Anna Duran was used to. She now turns in recycling for cash.
You get $1.37 a pound.
And works part-time as a caretaker for a resident of a senior center to add to her unemployment check. But that barely covers the bills.
This is my mortgage, $825.24. And this is my car payment of $482.99.
And those are just some of the fixed costs. She lives in Riverside County, where the metro area's annual inflation rate in June was likely around 10%, higher than the national average. That's because people moved to the relatively more affordable Inland Empire during the pandemic, driving up population and demand for goods and services.
Not only have prices gone up, but folks in the Inland Empire can't really shift to saying, well, I guess I'll be able to work from home a little bit more in response to higher gas prices, right? They are the types of workers that generally have to actually commute into their workplaces.
And Duran needs to drive for her work as a caretaker. Filling up her car a month ago cost her $94. And groceries?
I don't buy meat anymore. I just eat tuna.
She had to take out money from her 401k to cover credit card debt and sold jewelry that she bought for herself when times were better.
I don't want to go bankrupt. I don't want to lose my house. I don't want to lose my independence or the little moral or spirit that I have to make my own payments.
But it's hard to keep up good spirits when she has to rely on weekly charity.
Normally, I tend to get here in like 20 minutes till 7. So that this way I can be in line.
I got one.
Duran is not the only one trying new things to make ends meet. The CEO of Feeding America's Riverside San Bernardino branch, which supplies most of this food, knows that high prices may affect donors' ability to give over the next year. So the organization has moved up the start of its gleaning project.
Today we are picking beets, onions, carrots.
To pick produce from a local urban farm and from neighbors' backyards.
And then there are some babies.
Gleaning does provide a relief for our organization and for recipients that do depend on just receiving access to produce.
Shoppers are also finding new ways to get deals in the grocery store. Riverside resident Lily Yu is a brand ambassador for Flash Food, an app that lists discounted grocery items nearing their sell-by date.
Hummus.
With a sign language interpreter, Yu showed us how much she saves.
We got some mangoes, an apple, and all of this fruit was $5. It also helps reduce food waste. So I'm able to help with the climate, which is wonderful, as well as save money.
For now, Yu has to drive an hour to certain Vallarta supermarkets where Flash Food is available. But the CEO says they're aggressively trying to reach more parts of California. While Yu is happy to drive her hybrid car, Duran has to stay close to Riverside because of fuel cost. She's applying for jobs that don't require a long commute and that would allow her to still look after her 82-year-old mother at home.
I still have to be strong enough for my mom, my girls.
And let's just hope we avoid that sort of stress here in Australia and that the Treasurer's soft landing proves to be true for our economy.